Job Shop, it was part of the capital campaign to renovate the church, had some set aside money to be used for some kind of social action in the neighborhood. And one of the things that came out of that was a program called the STEP program, and that was to employ people short-term, limited amount of money, but to get them into the job market and give them a credential and get them started on the road to work, because many of the people in the neighborhood were not employed.
There's been several hundred people who have received employment through the assistance that's been provided by the Job Shop. In addition to having job announcements available for people to peruse and to select from among, we have people who do an interview with each individual, get to know their background, their interests, their limitations like transportation and so on, and then we help coach them through making an online job application. And if they don't have a good resume to submit as a part of that application, we have a specialist there who will help them develop a resume. And there've been all kinds of relationships developed among that group of folk. It's been a real pleasure to watch members of this congregation interact with people from that community.
We are there with them and in everything that entails, which means we go through some of the ups and the downs with them. That is, when they don't get a job, when they fail the driver's test, when they have trouble clearly because of educational deficits, they have problems, that we are there with them. And we're always there for thinking of ways to sort of, well, how can this be, if not remedied, at least start on some kind of pathway. When you get involved in things like this, in particular with the people, it just doesn't end at 12 o'clock on Wednesday. It continues on for indeterminate amount. In fact, I still hear from some of the people I met and worked with 5 years ago. And so the work is really sort of, in a way, fulfilling the social gospel. How can the skills, meager as they may be, that I have, how can they in some way contribute to improving another person's life?
Well, it became important to me principally because I'm a member of this church. And when I figured that the church became involved in this Southwest Partnership, I heard just a bit about what they aspired to do. And for some reason or other, was visiting with Baxter Richardson one day before or after a service. He said, "Why don't you come over and take a look and help us out?" And so I took him up on that, and it's just spoken to me as something that in my advanced years I could help with a little bit, and it kind of meets this long-standing need I have to be doing something worthwhile in the community.
Something in that process of working with others whose life experience was very different from mine, and who the barriers they faced were much greater than anything I have ever experienced. There was something in that process that strengthened my faith. I know that sounds kind of vague, but in effect, I came to understand my faith better. I understood what faith meant and what faith entailed by virtue of that work.